Welcome back
Hi.
to episode 3.
It's been a couple hours.
We're recording on the same day. You'd never know. But me and Alexis...
Sorry. Outfit change.
Outfit change, because guess what?
No, I'm gonna look homeless.
Well,
I'm wearing the same outfit.
I feel like your outfit probably costs a lot more than mine.
The way it didn't.
It's fine. So... We just wrapped up. We were just recapping about what kind of breakfast sandwiches we like. And she's asked if I was a bacon or a sausage breakfast sandwich person. Sorry, I hate the word breakfast sandwich. It's so embarrassing to say.
I said, are you like a bacon or sausage kind of breakfast type?
And I said ham. Yes, I get. Yes. There's a bagel shop down the street from me.
You get it on bagels?
The fuck? Yes.
Ham?
Yes.
And bagels?
I get an egg, a garlic, or a pumpernickel bagel.
Pumpernickel away.
And I get egg, ham, and herb cream cheese. And girl, it's so good. Except thank God I don't have to say breakfast sandwich there, because girl,
can I have a breakfast sandwich?
God. It is like, it's a visceral reaction. I hate the word breakfast sandwich. It literally makes me freak out.
I'm sure the fact that you would have to order it with ham is more embarrassing.
It ignites something in me that just like, it gives me secondhand embarrassment for myself. I don't know why I hate the word breakfast sandwich. Oh, it just sounds terrible coming off the tongue. It sounds so bad. Anyways, what's your breakfast? Because you're hating on my ham. Everybody hates on my ham choice.
It's just not... Well, ham... I don't know. When I think ham, like, in breakfast, I think of, like, the chunky ham that they give you.
And, like, omelets.
And, like, and, like, diners and stuff.
Mm-hmm. A ham steak.
There you go. That... I like a classic breakfast. Like, you got your 2 eggs, your sausage or bacon, your fruit, your toast, your OJ, your coffee, like that, like the American breakfast.
You like a Denny's Grand Slam.
Yes,
girl, that's all it takes. All it takes. I know where to take you.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Have I ordered that at Denny's? Yeah, I have. But I'm not like a pancake girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love pancakes. I love waffles.
I feel like the other day I ordered pancakes with my Grand Slam. No, I didn't get the Grand. I got like a real people's version of.
A real people's. You heard that? Anybody that likes Denny's, you're not a real person. You don't have rights.
I went to like a regular diner, okay, not Denny's, and ordered pancakes.
Which diner?
I don't know. It was in Mid City. I forgot what it's called. It's called like Jorge's.
Checks out.
But they had an option of waffles and pancakes with like your American breakfast. Mm-hmm. And I got pancakes, and it hurt.
My ideal breakfast. That's not today's topic, by the way. It's not breakfast sandwiches. My ideal breakfast is fruit. I'm sure everybody cares. Everybody cares so bad. No, I go in and out with yogurt. I get the ick from yogurt pretty bad sometimes. But honestly, I used to fixate on oatmeal with peanut butter, banana, and something and other shit in it, but I ate that for like 4 years. And now I love a good pastry, like a black coffee.
Ooh.
But that's like first breakfast. Like if I'm having that for breakfast, it's because I already ate a full breakfast, or I'm going to have another breakfast. I eat like 6 meals a day.
I eat my lipstick.
I go to Pound Town when it comes to food.
Me too.
Um,
not meals. I'm a snacker.
I eat more big meals than I do snack. I think I've not relinquished. I do not wish to be ripped. I do not wish to be snatched. I just want to be, like, I want to be strong, and I want to, be able to appreciate my body for what it does. Like, I've come a long way. Like, I'm totally happy with where my body is at. As long as I'm healthy and I can tackle everything that I want to do and I feel strong.
Good to go.
And girl, as long as I can take a good nude and look snatched. I wish I could post my nudes on Instagram. Oh, I wish I could.
feel like your nudes are amazing.
Oh my god. Actually,
my nudes are question mark.
Can I show you a couple of minutes? I won't show you my I'll show you my ass. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
I figured it probably was.
Live reaction. Will's ass. I was looking at his ass today working out. So.
Period. This is one of my all-time.
Wait. Perky. Wow.
So, I'm going to paint the picture for you. And actually, I'm not. Why would I do that? Anyways, Was
it like a self-timer?
Yes. If you can tell in this picture, you almost saw my wee-wee. In the other hand, I'm holding my Apple Watch using the feature on it.
To take the picture?
Yes, to take pictures. But anyways, every once in a while I have a day like that where
I get it. If I had an ass like that, I would also be like, yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with my
Well, I was also, at that time, I was like really debating doing OnlyFans. If anybody would be interested.
I know a lot of people. I would be interested.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I was interested in doing OnlyFans, and my boyfriend at the time managed OnlyFans, and I remember I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, I want to bring it up to him that I want to start OnlyFans. I just I'm sure he'd be cool with it, but I just okay, I'm gonna bring it up to him. And so I finally got the courage to say, I was like, hey, what if I started an OnlyFans? And he was like, oh, sure, but you need a Instagram, or you need a social media following. And I was like, oh. And so I didn't do it because I don't have that many followers.
I feel like you couldn't promote yourself.
Oh, dude, if I made a Twitter.
Yeah, that's Twitter or X. Reddit.
Wait, I get a lot of Twitter notifications from just random ass gays on Twitter, which I never use Twitter, but every once in a while I'll click on it because I'm like, ooh, they're kind of cute. And these are the most mid-looking mother, so I'd fit perfect.
Oh. No, you would have a star profile. He'd be a star. Be Will, 18, Beverly Hills.
So fake. I'm telling everybody I'm 18 now. Okay. We're not even close to what the topic is.
From breakfast to OnlyFans.
Yeah, breakfast sandwich, OnlyFans. And it's because I showed you my butt.
It's a really nice butt.
You want to sit? Just kidding. You'd have to pay for
With
that.
With the hand behind the phone.
Yes,
Focus.
exactly. My haul. Nude haul. I print them all out.
I was about to say, I cannot relate. Every time I look at my own nudes, I'm like, I look like the fucking Ghostbusters. There's too many things going on.
Ooh, we should do an episode where we look through our dating profiles.
I don't have a dating profile. I could show you my old one. I'm sure if I log back into it, it'll pop up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cringe. I think my bio was needing kisses. And then I wonder why I was harassed.
Need kisses. Yeah, that attracts pedophiles for show.
Anyway.
So, today, we're going to be talking, you'd never know, we're going to be talking about the obsession with fashion, identity, and having an aesthetic, which is, I feel very much so part of, being in LA and cool culture. Because being in LA, a lot of people, myself included, succumb. Sorry, burp. Kind of run the rat race.
He's just fully throwing up.
Yeah, girl, it's the chicken tenders. But like run the rat race of trying to be cool, you know.
I feel that.
So, first question, do you want to do Nextdoor headlines? I'll go quickly because
that's a good. Oh, I guess a good.
Okay, so while
you go first. I'll look while you.
Mine's pretty.
Talk.
I screenshotted mine. Oh, those are my nudes again. Mine are pretty. Or mine's pretty tame. So. Oh, I almost said her name again. Dear Santa Monica government, in all caps. Why are you once again experimenting on our population by allowing the first driverless car service in the country? There are already reports of them running red lights on here. And then all of this after you experimented on us with the scooters and bikes?
What?
Which have been a complete disaster for the children of our city and a total nightmare for us parents who cannot keep our kids as young as 8 off of them.
I'll say it again. Fuck
them kids.
Fuck
them kids.
Fuck your kid. If it's on the sidewalk, just get rid of it.
Where was the vote for this? Who wanted this? Did a single resident of Santa Monica hope that driverless cars would start flying around here, endangering our children and citizens again? I can't imagine they did. Here's the thing. I agree in the fact that I don't like that they're taking away from like Uber drivers and and the money that they could be making. Don't agree with that. But it's part of technology. Things are automated. You like having a self-checkout. Do you not? I only use self-checkout.
I like it because I get to steal.
Oh my God. I was with this girl that I used to work with. This bitch. She was buying Pokemon cards. And she was like, watch this. And I was like, oh, I know what type of timing you're on. And then she scanned it, and she ended up stealing like literally $100 of Pokemon cards.
How?
So allegedly, she was like holding them in a stack and scanning because they were really, really thin. And then she was also like, she would like scan multiple, but she would like block the barcode because they weigh so little, so they wouldn't register. Because she knew how to do this shit. Anyways, and then she showed me a receipt, and she was like, "Yeah, but you can't do that at like CVS. It only really works at Target." Allegedly. What have you stolen?
Oh, okay. So I tried to lay off of it because I feel like I'm at my tail end of the limit. I heard from an employee of this specific store.
What store?
Target.
All of my stealing stories are from Target.
No, I don't do it anymore, but when I did.
This is all alleged, by the way.
All alleged.
Hearsay.
I would steal. Okay, hear me out.
Can I guess?
Yes. Like, what do you think?
Jewelry.
No.
Oh, I feel like that's like a popular pick.
Vitamins.
Oh. Honestly, that checks out. If I was to steal anything, I would fucking steal vitamins. Vitamins are crazy expensive, but I'm also like, this is literally to like keep me healthy.
Yeah, and the Bloom powder.
Girl, I would steal them. I.
Why does it have to be $40? First of all, it's on them for making it $40.
I commend you.
I think that was the highest amount I've stolen.
Your highest ticket, highest dollar.
I don't know total, which is why I felt like I was at my tail end. I feel like I'd been doing it for a while, so I'm like, you know what? I need to lay off.
You're not pitching it.
No, at the same store.
How would you do it?
Allegedly, I would I had headphones on because I was always at the gym, so I would beep, scan it where the barcode wasn't, and then put it in the bag.
As Alexis is going, beep.
Making my own beep.
And the guy literally, that's the fucking 18-year-old at checkout is going.
See, my thing is I love to push things This is a red
it's giving
flag.
hemorrhoids.
How do you know that?
No, I know a lot of girls with hemorrhoids.
Okay, good. I feel appreciated.
Chime in. Let us know down below in the comments if you have a hemorrhoid.
If you have a hemorrhoid and if you know how to help it,
call or comment Hemi down below.
Or just email me.
Actually, comment on her Instagram.
My mom reads those. Be nice. What was I saying?
Stealing. Bloom, how you were doing it. Beep.
Oh, I would just be, I don't know how the camera works, but I know that like they go by an amount. So like they can't arrest you if they catch you, but if you reach a certain amount, then they can just like grab you. So I just like pretend like I was scanning it and like put it in the bag. But also the weight thing, how does that work?
And then a trapdoor on Kronk, pull the lever.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Or just
I don't know.
scan one thing and then have the other thing in the hand and then just drop it in the bag.
I don't know. I think I know I've stolen 2 things in my life. I remember the first one. I can't remember the second. The first was a plant from Lowe's, allegedly.
From what?
Lowe's, a plant from Lowe's. I was in high school, allegedly. And I was with my friend Jason, and he was borrowing his brother's like pickup truck, and we would just ride around town because it's the fucking Midwest. There's nothing to do but go to Sonic, sit in the parking lot, and drive around. That's all we would do. And so we had gotten our Sonic already. And then we had just been driving around for hours. And then I got into like the later hours of the night. And I was like a big plant girl at this time. And I have a lot of stories with Jason because we got into all the trouble I got into, like when I got arrested, was with him. Which also, if you know me,
You got arrested?
I am not, exactly. I'm not like, I'm not the bitch to get arrested. Right?
Oh.
I'm too soft for jail. I have too nice of a butt.
Well, you know what? I feel like it would work in your favor in jail because you're so cute.
Trade.
You'd be like the bitch that everyone protects. Because you're so sweet.
Oh, good. Good.
Save Willie.
So, that is triggering me. Free Willy. I used to be Chunk back in the day, and my bullies would say Free Willy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
No.
I saw the hat like.
Remember, I'm good with where my body's at now, so. Luckily for you, when I was chunky, it gave me an ass.
Yeah.
But I have tiny little ankles. I have Barbie legs because my thighs are massive and my ankles are so small.
What? You're fine.
Anyways.
He's got good legs.
Oh, and so we were driving in front of Lowe's and I was like, stop. And I jumped out and I grabbed a palm, or is it a sugar cane plant? It's just a cane plant. And I threw it in the back of his truck. And then he went and dropped me off at home. And then Mom's like, oh, cool plant. Little did she know. She was oblivious to a lot of the things that I did in high school. Selling edibles, meeting men on Craigslist. Allegedly.
You were bold.
Very bold.
You were like, you were what I thought I was.
It was a weird time in my life.
That's what I did, like the Wish version of all that. Never sold drugs, but I would. Go.
One word.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then the second thing, God, what the fuck? Oh, it was a pair of underwear.
That's not bad.
But it's because I was there and I was like, oh my God, this pair of underwear is so cute. But the rest in this pack are fucking ugly. And it was like an 8-pack of like Levi's underwear. And they were outrageously expensive.
Yeah.
And I was in high school and I like never really stolen anything.
You should have just taken the whole box. Why did you just take one?
Because I think I felt bad. I was like, well, I don't want to steal all of them. They can still mark it as clearance if I only take one. There was only one in there that was cute. I didn't want the others. So, anyways, I took it. I still have them. They're actually my lucky underwear. Also, not me outing myself saying that I still have my underwear from high school.
They're my lucky underwear. I'm wearing them right now.
Which, I mean, you saw my trash can. I literally have 2 pairs of underwear in my trash can in my bathroom right now.
In your trash can? That's a trash can?
The thing that's full as fuck. No, that's a hamper. But then the thing next to the toilet, the more rectangular one.
Yeah, but there's underwear in that.
I'm throwing them away. They're being retired.
You're throwing away your underwear?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're old.
What about the high school underwear?
Those I think they've probably got like one more month on the books, and then they're gone. They've reached their expiration date, which is sad. They've been with me for through a lot.
Are you a briefs or boxer kind of guy?
I forget which ones are which. Let me look it up.
The boxers are the flowy.
I don't want to. I think I'm boxer briefs. Yes. I like boxer briefs.
Those briefs?
You know the ones that like kind of look like a Speedo?
Tidy whities?
No. But they're like, the shape. Almost kind of looks like a bikini. Mm-hmm. But they're thicker because they're for like guys. But I tried I thought I was going to be able to do that because I was like, oh, yeah, my thighs are thick. Like they would look good. Nope. Ain't it?
Too diapery?
It's way too diapery. And I look at myself and I'm like, oh my God, Caillou. No. Instantly turned off.
By yourself?
I was like,
were they black or white? Or color?
Navy, red, and
really?
gray.
Let's look cute on you.
I could show you a picture.
Wait, did they go up like a thong, or were they like...
No.
They covered your butt?
They cover like half my butt.
Because I know there's some like male underwear that kind of...
Yeah, they're more thongy. They were not thongy. But they cut off half my butt because my butt was
cheeky.
too... But it was like to where it wasn't even cheeky. It's just like my butt didn't fit in them. So it looked weird. Mm-hmm. And then I also had a moment in time where I was like, actually, I think I want to be like a jockstrap gay. Short-lived. Now I legitimately only wear them for like athletic purposes. I almost wore them today to a workout class, but then I was like, oh my God, no. If I'm the gay in Hollywood or in West Hollywood, if somebody sees which they would have seen it today. Like, when you're like kind of whale tail a little bit.
Stop.
Yes. So I just didn't want to risk that. That would have been embarrassing. So, we're 25 minutes in. We haven't talked shit about our topic.
We keep steering away from it. We're talking about like...
Fashion identity. The obsession with having fashion identity and having an aesthetic.
I will say this mattered to me so much more when I was younger. I know. Because I don't know.
I'm saying like reverse.
I think we're just in different places in that topic. Because I remember getting awards in high school for being like the best dressed.
Oh, and ooh, you were best dressed?
Yeah, like I would always get like award adjacent to that. Like, best clothes or best dress.
What was your high school superlative?
Well, the superlative itself was like most likely to be famous. Twice, 8th grade and 12th grade. But I mean like within, like, I don't know, we would do like mini superlatives of like within the class, like most likely or best dressed or like most talkative.
Yeah, so battery done died again. I thought I charged it. It said that it was charged. Obviously, it was not charged.
Wait, we just looked for the light. She was telling us. We just weren't paying attention.
Oh my God. Literally, I forgot that we could do.
Shut.
I forgot that there's a screen that turns around.
Why are we so far?
Today's news report.
That's what I said. I was like, it feels like an interrogation room.
Yes, it does. Okay, so it cut off about 5 minutes ago. We just were talking about high school superlatives, and how hers was like best dressed, and that mine was owning a used car lot. My high school superlative is owning a used car lot. Anyways.
But yeah, definitely. I used to put much more effort into dressing myself, and then my body just kept changing continuously within the last 3 years. Because when I first started when I was like deep in my fashion era, I had lost 50 pounds. So I was trying everything and anything that I couldn't wear before. So it felt a little, the fashion was a bit outdated, but I was having a grand old time feeling myself. And when you're feeling yourself, people feel you. That too. So I just felt like I was in it. And then I started weightlifting. My body changed a little bit more. I am still trying to appreciate the curvaceous version.
Nature. Huh? Yeah, you do have very nice curves.
That's what I'm still trying to be like. And then even with they call it second puberty for women.
Oh,
and yes. They say it's like a 23, 24-year-old kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I never noticed it until recently, where I'm like, my hips are gradually just expanding.
Yeah, you're getting ready for a baby.
Yeah.
Getting ready to
it's
bear.
Not happening. But when I noticed it in pictures, and I'm like, oh. And then I've recently been getting BBL comments, which like, I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk about one guy, what you want for your birthday.
Oh, some guy was like, what do you want for your birthday? I was like, oh, a Sephora gift card. He's like, what about a baby?
You're like, I'll take the gift card.
Yeah. But yeah, so hips, I've always had big butt, but like big butt and hips, it's giving BBL.
It's giving Aunt Jemima.
It's giving, so we're learning to appreciate that. But I also I can't wear the tiny little clothes that I see on Pinterest, and I'm like, so cute, want to wear it. I have tried those clothes on. Mm-hmm. I look ridiculous. It's insane. But also, I can appreciate, these clothes are very cute, but they're not my body types. I don't know. Some people say that you can wear certain clothes in any body size, but for me personally, I know I look ridiculous.
You don't feel like it flatters you.
No,
you haven't found the right clothing.
Yeah,
that fits that vibe.
Yeah, mini skirts. I can't do it. My ass will come out. I'm not saying my little cheeks from the bottom. My entire ass is out.
And also a little labia.
Pussy lips out. Ass
Her
out.
pussy lips are also walking.
Literally, I can't. And I love mini skirts. I love the idea of a mini skirt and a high boot. Another thing, boots. My calves are very wide.
I met you when you were in boots. You were wearing Docs. That's the first reason that I knew. I was like, ally. Or has to be some type of queer. That's how I knew I was going to talk to her. Because I was like, okay, she's wearing Docs. That's
Yeah. Well, even that era, I was very into the stuff I couldn't wear in high school. I got my first pair of Docs, which I still have, but I never wear, sadly. And I see people wearing them all the time. I'm like, why don't I wear my... why don't I feel connected to those anymore? Your
vibe, I've noticed, I feel like your vibe has changed into, a little bit more, now it's it feels it's almost a little bit more old money.
I like that.
Ish.
I like that.
You used to dress a little bit more, edgy.
Yeah, that was definitely my aesthetic in high school for a long time. And then now it's very much I love preppy clothes. Mm-hmm. Love it. I'm wearing you can't see right now. I'm wearing an aloe skirt. I bought it literally the day I got hired because when I went in for my interview in Beverly Hills, everyone and their mom had aloe.
Oh, I know.
And I was like, what? I literally remember asking my boss, what's aloe? And she looked at me like, girl, you don't know what aloe is? I was like, no.
You're not a billionaire?
Yeah, but literally everyone wears this brand, so I'm like, I'm gonna buy aloe.
I see aloe.
And I wore aloe today for our workout class.
I did notice. You had a cute set.
My blue pants, my brown. Mm-hmm. That's from Target. See, I feel like I put more effort into my workout fits than I do in my everyday fits.
Well, I remember when we were driving to visit her job for the first time, and she was like, "Oh, do you know what aloe is?" I was like, "Girl, I know what aloe is, but me and aloe, girl."
What do you mean?
No.
I think it looks so cute. Like an aloe jacket. Stop. An aloe, like, ski jacket.
No. Not my vibe.
It's giving I paid the full price.
Which I never do. Girl, let's run it down.
You're not going to find aloe in no Buffalo Exchange.
Yeah, did not buy this. Got out Los Feliz flea, like a vintage store, and then a vintage flea market, and then my pants I done had, and I know I didn't pay full price. So.
I unfortunately paid way too much money for it, but I love a preppy look. I have money, but I actually don't facade.
See, my vibe is switched. I used to be totally preppy, and now I like it to look like I don't have money.
You like to look like stick on bag?
Like the little ant. The ant with the hobo sack.
That's my favorite meme.
Cool.
How it feels to ask for a ride.
Yes, that literally is me. The fucking, like, that's what I want to look like. When I'm talking about outfit inspo, it's him.
Oh no, I see it.
But anyways, continue.
I like that you said that though. I didn't know that. I like to know how I'm perceived. Thank you. Now I can play into it.
Yeah, now you can. Yeah, how are you perceived?
Well, now it's like I said. Before you said that, I like to think I'm comfortable, but also very much I invest into pieces. I rewear the same shit. If you know me, I wear the same goddamn pants.
Girl, I have a couple pairs of pants that.
I have a pair of blue jeans that I wear every other day.
Blue jeans.
White shirt. And I'm getting into. I like hoops. I like earrings. I can't get into necklaces. Talking about accessories.
Oh, girl.
And everybody looks at like you look great in your little necklace.
This little necklace of mine. I'm gonna wear the fuck out of it. Literally, I think I started wearing necklaces like 3 years ago, and I had this really cute little dainty one that I got. It's like a little pendant necklace, and I loved it. And it just fell apart and broke off, and never saw it again. And then I just decided to wear fucking puka shells for the next 2.5 years.
You know who also has a necklace like that?
Who?
My mom.
I was about to get pissed if I heard it. I was literally about to be like, because
who?
Literally, because I was like, I don't know, I really don't see puka shells all that often. Not to say that they're not fucking out there.
They're cute.
But I feel like they're not as popular. So I was about to get pissed.
No, my mom. When I first saw them, I was like, because it's very popular to wear necklaces like that where I live because we're by the sea.
Yeah, she's an island girl.
But very often it's like twice the size of that.
Yeah.
But but like the dainty, cute, tiny little necklaces like that. My mom started wearing it, and I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
She introduces me to a lot of cool things like that.
Checks out, your mom's hot. I've said it once. I'll say it again. I'll say it 1,000 times.
I think my mom influences me a lot. She'll tell me.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't tell me what to wear, but when I wear something, she's like, that. Keep doing that.
And you go, yes, mama.
Yeah.
Yes, mama.
When she reposts me on her story, which is like once in a blue moon, I'm like, yeah, I have to follow whatever I did in this.
Where you're like, this outfit again.
I'm telling you though, she reposted that dress picture I posted.
Yes. With
2 hearts. I was like, wow.
And you're like,
famous.
Ooh.
She never reposted.
Famous. Yeah, wait, what was the question? Oh yeah, would you say, do you consider yourself obsessed? Like, are you always thinking about it? Like,
nowadays, no.
Does your outfit have a lot, like, do you put a lot of thought into your outfits?
I want to say yes, but I really don't. Just like with how my life is right now, I don't. I put effort into it, just not a lot.
Yeah.
Which I feel a little insecure about only when I go out. And I know I'm going to be around people that like are very conscious of that. I try to like make up for it.
Well, people that like know how to step their pussy up.
Yeah, and I have a lot of girlfriends who know how to do that.
It's giving labia major.
It's giving an innie, not outie.
It's giving a labia major.
So yeah, I do. I think about it when I go out, but when I'm like going to work or stuff, I don't. I do make up for it with my makeup.
Yeah, you do have very slay makeup.
Yeah, that I always think about. That's something that I'm like, I never go to work. Very rarely. The other day I did go to work without makeup, but very rarely do I go to work without makeup.
Yeah, so that you can get the men asking you if you want a baby for your birthday.
Baby?
Baby?
Yeah. But I've always been that way. I just like makeup. Yeah. You're definitely more conscious of your sense of fashion.
I was writing this down. I like this topic to like think about it beforehand, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm obsessed.
But it works. It totally works.
And I think to a certain degree, I would consider it. I would consider myself to be like a little vain for sure because of this. But with maintaining an aesthetic, yes, I think I love things that strengthen my identity and like the way that I perceive myself. For example, I've been like trying to message my tattoo artist for more tattoos, and bitch, I don't think he wants to do it.
Why?
I've messaged him like twice, and he just like ends up leaving me on red. He's like, yeah, like I'll work up some prices and I'll get back to you. Never does. It's been like 2 months at this point.
Oof.
Which is probably good because I don't need to spend that money, but I would. And like accessories, like I mean, I really don't accessorize that much. I used to wear a lot more rings than I do now, just because it's hard for me to find a good ring. Oh my god, if I see one more fucking tungsten ring, you know what I'm talking about?
I have no
They're
idea.
like the band rings that are like grayish. They're like dark gray. They're thick. They're so...
The mood rings?
No, they look like a fucking mood ring before they change colors.
Oh,
Ugly.
oh.
Girl. Bug on bug.
I don't get rings, so... But I do see that a lot.
But my closet has expanded a lot since I've moved here.
You have a large closet.
And... like shoes, I love shoes now. Used to never give a fuck about shoes, but I love shoes now. And even before I moved here, moving here made a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Made a huge difference because before my fucking life uniform, like if I was a cartoon character, my outfit would have been like high tops, high socks, short shorts, and like an oversized t-shirt. That was what I would wear every fucking day. And I was like, yes, this is a look. And I used to be very much so before that. Like in high school, oh my god, preppy. Preppy. I was so preppy. I had like these one pair of blue, like periwinkle chinos that had a little button tab at the ankle. And I would wear it with loafers and a striped shirt because I thought it made me look like a little French man. Little did I know, I just looked gay.
You're like, it's giving Perry.
It's giving Perry. It is periwinkle. My pants. Anyways. And I would definitely wear like a lot of preppy stuff. Like I was really into athleisure for a hot second. Which I feel like we kind of flip-flopped. Which makes sense. Like you like something for a long time, eventually you kind of like the opposite thing. I feel like that's like a normal pattern of life, And I'm sure I'll go back into preppy again at some point because I still have some like preppy things in my closet. But as soon as I moved here, I think really what spurred it is I started like going on dates, and my sister would be like, "You're wearing shorts on a first date?" I'd be like, yeah, I'm wearing shorts. You can't tell they're athletic shorts. And
Jorts?
Yeah. I do have a pair of jorts now. And I just realized that's just not it. It's really not it for me.
Wait, I can see that. With this outfit, jorts?
Yeah. Yeah, with this outfit, sure. Like with the shirt, yes, shorts, 100%. I would wear that.
But with the one you were wearing earlier,
Probably not. But yeah, my style has done a complete 180. I think I like a little bit more edgy. I like manicured to like a certain point. Like I don't feel like I'm ever gonna be like, I guess, never say never. Never say never. But I'm not gonna be like prim and proper, like I'm never gonna have my hair is never gonna be just like, super, super neat and tidy. It's gonna be styled, but I like rough around the edges. Okay. Like I like a little bit more, what's the word? Edgy in a way, I enjoy a look that isn't super polished. I like that vibe.
It's kind of interesting though, because when I met you, you were definitely I feel like it was at the tail end of what you were saying.
Oh.
Of like preppy, because you had a very cute sense of style, but nowhere near what you have. So it's interesting because whenever we meet up, spend some time, it's like, oh. It's like cute to see what you're up to and what you're wearing and how you've changed and like, oh.
Because I looked like I was like shopped in the Gap Kids section.
The yellow stripes.
Bro, I loved stripes. I love stripes. I had these pair of bright yellow Vans that I loved, and I would wear with like a teal shirt and khaki pants. Like I would consider myself, my aesthetic was like toddler. It was like adult toddler. And like ironic shirts, which has passed. Yes, I was and I'd love to like tuck him. I would wear jeans, like tuck my striped shirt in and wear Converse, like very much so like boy in jeans type thing. And then I wasn't as skinny. That's the thing. I started like working. Had been working out for like a year or two at that point. And now I'm at the point where I have like a bit more muscle and just those things don't quite fit me the way I want.
Yeah.
And so like dressing for your body type, like one thing that I've noticed, one thing that looks really good on me is like I crop almost all of my shirts. I was telling you about this earlier. I have like probably 15 shirts that are either white or off-white, which is ridiculous. And like almost all cropped because I wear them with like a pair of pants that sit like mid on my hips just because I have fucking huge hips for a guy. Like, I'm sorry, yes, my pussy could totally birth something.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I have huge hips.
I've never noticed that.
I have huge hips.
It's because you have a fat ass.
Period.
They're carrying that fatty.
Period. And so it just like certain things don't look. You're right. You have to dress for your body type. So, and I never really liked pants until recently. I started diving into pants, and I'm like, oh, actually, pants look great. So it's all. I guess it's all about it's all things that I've gotten comfortable with, and I like to see myself in. And it's like taking me time to get there, but I think about my outfits a lot. I go through a lot of outfit changes in a day. I probably go through. This is my 4th outfit change of the day.
That's crazy.
And normally I would say I wake up in the morning. I wear either like a hoodie or a shirt with comfy shorts while I eat breakfast.
You got your breakfast fit?
Yes, I have a breakfast fit. And then I change into what I'm going to wear to the gym. Different shirt, different shorts, and shoes. And then I come home, I'll shower, and I'll either get into like a fit or I'll get back into a comfy fit. It's like a fit. Then I'll go do whatever, and then I'll come home. I have lounge clothes, and I have like outfit clothes. Like for example, this shirt. I will never lay down in it. I hate laying down in the clothes. And like.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The thought of like getting comfy on my side in the shirt makes me writhe. I hate that. I have shirts that are for lounging.
That is interesting.
I think it's just because I like care about the way that things fit, and like each shirt has a different fit, and I like to maintain that fit.
It's probably why I don't get enough good sleep. I literally fall asleep with like anything.
I think that's also, it goes to show I'm obsessed with maintaining an aesthetic because I care about the way that maintaining how my shirts fit. It's kind of crazy. Really? And so, and then I'll be in my comfy fit, and then I usually will, like if I'm running, if I go for a run, then I'll change into a running outfit, and then I'll change back into a comfy fit. So sometimes I would say on average I probably run like 4 fits a day. Sometimes it's like 6 or 7.
That's a lot.
But I don't rewash my clothes every single time unless I like work out and then.
Good for you. That's a lot of laundry.
Well, that's the thing is that like since I wear everything for such a short time, it takes a long time for it to need to be washed. It has like a stain.
I just work for a second. Maybe I should do that. I feel like you say something, I'm like, I should incorporate that. I should wear more gloves.
So, but we kind of touched on this. But what do you consider, give me your vibe, like what you consider your vibe to be in a phrase or a couple words. And then do you think that it matches up with what the world sees?
Ooh. Like my overall vibe?
Yeah, like your vibe, which including your clothes, the way that you carry yourself, just you as a whole, like, you know, clothes, character, everything included. What do you think your vibe is? And don't be humble.
Ooh, okay. I think sometimes I think about this where because I feel like my vibe gives off like disorganized. Because I'm very much like, it doesn't have to be necessarily a bad thing. Like, I've always been known as, like, the messy friend or, like, or, like, the one who, like, has trouble getting it all together, but it's, like, charismatic, so people are like, oh.
Girl, me to a T.
Yeah, like, oh, look at poor little Alexis. Like, she doesn't know how to, like, one thing people make fun of me for, which I don't take offense to, this is the one thing I never take offense to, is how messy my purse or my backpack or like my spaces. It's very because I mean it's not like disgusting, it's just like very messy, if that makes sense.
It's not disgusting, it's just
it's not like it's not giving health hazard, it's giving like we need to get this girl like some motivation.
But it's not giving like help.
So I feel like I give off like very disorganized, not in like I do put effort into my appearance, so I don't think it gives off in that way. But very much like how I carry myself when I come in, I'm always even if I'm early, I'm in a rush. I'm always like, or like, what do I do? Or like, I'm trying to remember. Again, I don't have a planner. I don't use a planner. So I'm like trying to remember. I'm constantly like checking things, constantly checking my schedule. As if I didn't check it a million times before.
Oh, I checked at what time our fucking workout class today was a million fucking times. Because I'm like, surely it's not 1:45. Surely it's another time.
Me like, is it 1? Is it? I don't know. See, I can remember the time if we're going to have to be somewhere, but I can't adjust the time of like, when should I wake up? When should I get ready? When should I leave? Like,
right.
I feel like I have to go the extra mile to be on time, especially because I don't have a car.
Yeah, period, because that's something that's, like, out of your control.
Yeah, but in a way, it has helped me manage time.
But but everything is, like, followed up with, but we love Alexis.
Yeah, very, like, I can't do wrong, which I acknowledge when I fuck up sometimes, and people kind of like, it's just you.
But you're also like, no, I need to have some... I'm like, listen, girl, I appreciate that you're, like, not throwing me under the bus and you're letting me slide on this one, but no, I need to take accountability.
Yeah, that's...
For what?
I do feel that at moments where it's like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or, like, I constantly have to be checked up on, and I notice it, because, like, lately, because my schedule's so scattered, I'm so tired, because I wake up super fucking early. I will take these naps in the middle of the day now, which are new. And when I don't touch my phone, people are like, are you okay? Like, I'm constantly, like, just reading the messages that my friends send me, I'm like, am I really this, like, are people really that concerned about me?
Damn. I don't think I have, I honestly don't think nobody has checked up on me ever.
I think, well, again, I think it's just because I talk about how, like, messy things are sometimes, and people are like, is she good?
I think people with me, they're like, I don't know, he's probably okay.
Well, you give off a very independent vibe.
Like, oh my god, Miss Independent by Kelly Clarkson.
That's why that's the same one, right? Oh, no, that's... I was like, Miss Independent.
Oh, that's why I love it. Yeah.
That's not Kelly Clarkson.
No. But, so in a phrase...
I want to find a better word for unorganized or disorganized.
Discombobulated.
Yeah. like in a quirky way.
Yeah.
In a charismatic way. I feel like that's the vibe I give off. Usually when I tell people this is how I feel, they're like, no, like you give off such a confidence vibe. I know that at points I get really, really quiet, but it's just because I'm taking everything in. Mm-hmm. It's not like it used to be that I was shy, but more it's like I'm so focused, especially now, on taking in what I'm actually listening to or looking at, because I don't want to miss anything. I overthink so much. So.
Yeah, period.
But
I get that. I would say I don't as much get the disorganized. I see it because I know you and you've told me, and like I understand that. But like from like an outside perspective, I get I do get like a little bit of shy.
Okay.
Because I feel like you look inward a lot, you know? But I don't really get that discombobulated energy from you. But I do get like the number one thing that I think about when I think about you is like character.
Character?
Yeah.
Like good character?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Like, and you're just like you have a very distinguished character, you know? Where it's like some people are just like, oh yeah, they're kind of like regular Joe Schmo. But like you're entertaining. You have a very specific, some might call it unique. Literally the word fucking unique. Hello? Yeah, I would say you have a very like unique character.
Well, I appreciate that.
Girl, it wasn't a flatter. But I'm glad it did.
Well, I feel like I definitely am gravitating towards people who are the same way. So like when I first met you, I was like, oh.
I need people, oh my god. People that are boring. I hate people. Not that I don't hate people. But I'm like, girl, if you don't have something to say, if you don't have some type of comedic timing, girl, which I'm sorry, either you're born with it, you're born with comedic timing, or you are not. But yeah, I surround myself with people that like are like that. Some might call it funny.
Funny people. I was gonna say some people are like my mom is not the type of person who thinks out her comedic timing. She's just so funny. Existing. Yeah.
She's like...
And she gets really offended when I start laughing at things she'll do because she thinks I'm making fun of her, but I'm just laughing because she's really funny.
She's like Paris Hilton funny.
Yes. Like without even trying. And I'm like, Mom, you're so funny. And I'll tell her all the time. She's like, well, people always laugh at me. They're making fun of me. I'm like, girl, you're funny.
You're like, no, it's just that you're funny.
Yeah. Meanwhile, but my dad is very much like a jokester, comedian kind of guy. Yeah. So, like, I feel like I'm a good mix of both of them. Where it's like my timing. Like, people laugh at the shit that I accidentally do all day long. Yes. And before I used to be like, oh. But now I'm like, I go along with it. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of funny. Huh? The way how you, like, tripped in the grocery store and dropped all the cereal boxes. That was kind of funny, huh?
I feel like I'm pretty methodical with like the things that I say. I mean, obviously I'm like off the cuff.
Well, you're smart. So he says words sometimes and I'm like, look up later.
Honestly, that is one thing I've always felt like Keela and the Bee. I feel like I have a good vocabulary.
Your vocabulary is
for how much I fucking mumble like a dumb fuck, girl. That's another thing that I think I'm soul bound to Trisha Paytas because we both mumble like a motherfucker.
But even her, very smart. Like,
I'll take it, because...
Like, when I'm listening to you talking, I'm like, wow, he has, like, that is a very smart person. And I don't mean in the sense of, like, because you're a girl, I don't read.
Yeah, I'm not, like, I'm not, like, engineer smart.
it's like I feel like everything you say I can relate to, but also I can learn from.
I'm like a literate. I mean, I think this goes to show, but like in school, I was always gravitated more towards like literature and any type of art that had like more of a human connection, and like math, science cannot for the fucking save my life.
Yeah, no.
You know, if there's a personal connection, I think I can like grasp it. You know, I would say, thinking about my vibe. Wait, did you answer the question? Do you think it like matches up with how the world sees you? What you see versus what they see. Do you think there's overlap?
I don't see the charisma in it a lot of the time.
Bitch, what the fuck?
But a lot when people bring it up, I guess I take note of it and I'm like, oh, I guess it's not. I don't seem so bad. I feel like my thoughts can be very negative when I think of the word like disorganized or discombobulated. I feel like
because it has a connotation.
Yeah, especially when I'm just by myself. I'm constantly like, oh, I'm like looking at the stuff or like my mess or like how I set up my things compared to like when I go over my friend's house and I see how organized everything is. I'm like, ugh, maybe I should. So like I leave the house with that thought. But then when I like talk to people, they're like, oh, you don't give that vibe at all. Like, or like this is what we noticed or like, yeah. So I definitely don't see the charisma in it until it's brought up. But
the character.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm a certain type of person.
Well, and I think that's why like it's any qualities that you have, because they're encased in your character and your charisma. I feel like people are like, yeah, they're like willing to accept it, or like it removes the stigma or the connotation from anything that you can do because you're that type of person, because you are charismatic.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I'm trying to think about my vibe. I would consider myself like a character hire.
I always tell people I'm the personality hire.
Personality hire. But I feel like I'm personality hire, but I also think I am smart.
You are smart.
Like, and I think it's very much so like Trisha Paytas, like where I can put on a show, but at the end of the day, like it is formulated, and I have like a thought process to it, you know. But something that I've battled with is like being over masculine sometimes, and like toxic masculinity, and like kind of removing that from my. Especially because part of my vibe is like more masculine, and I enjoy identifying and presenting as more masculine, especially more compared than I used to. So I challenge myself a lot to be like, to ask myself why I'm like wearing the things that I'm wearing, and if it's because it makes me look like more manly or whatever, or if it actually matches my vibe, you know? Or if like it's like, oh, am I just wearing this because it makes my body type look more, you know, masculine? Like, does it make my shoulders look broad, or like, you know? And there's overlap in that too. But God, my vibe, what the fuck? I would say, yeah, like smart personality hire.
That's what you give yourself.
Yeah, and I think I like generally am also like pretty kind to others, or at least like or not kind, but like welcoming. I feel that's something I try really hard to be, is like welcoming to everybody, and to like include everybody in a conversation. So, and then in terms of like my looks, I don't know, I like to be like a little bit like edgy, or like a little bit more alternative. I don't like, that's why I like to be like a little bit more visually messy, you know? I like the contrast. Like, I kind of like the contrast of like having my shit together, but like not really looking the part. I like that.
I like that too.
So if that answers your question. And do I imagine, do I think that the world sees it the same way that I do?
I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, when I first met you, my first thought was obviously like, you're very funny. But I also gravitate towards people who are also very introspective and very relatable. Not in the sense of like, I can relate to everything you're saying, but like just watching you interact with other people is something I always pay attention to with anyone. But like the first time we went out, like we had a lot of fun. But one of the things about you that really stuck out was like how easily you could make a connection with like strangers. Even like people you knew you probably wouldn't hang out with with after that day, but just like how you would talk to them and like how you would encourage them and like how they were having fun, like the group of girls that you were talking to.
Oh, are you talking about when I had my fucking hands? I kept putting my goddamn hands on the floor of the fucking club and trying to like wheelbarrow to shake my ass.
But even before that, like the way you were doing, like exchanging information and stuff with them, and like,
oh yeah,
like tell them like come on over and like let's do a dance circle.
Oh
like,
my god, literally, I was trying to get girls. That's when I'm at the club, which is rare. That is one thing about me is I will find a girl and I will like look around until somebody is on the same type of timing, and I want to get a girl to grind on me.
It was kind of like magical how you did that.
And sometimes it works.
But I feel like for you in your head, it's like, oh, I'm having fun, but like you're very skillful when it comes to like making connections. You may not think about like this is how I use my skills to interact, but like that's I don't know if that's something that you give yourself credit for, but that's definitely something I've noticed.
Well, it's like kind of a blessing and a curse because in some points with dating, it's like I can get along with almost anybody and I can make a connection with almost anybody, you know? Because like I can put myself in somebody else's shoes. And so that gets me in trouble because I have like a broader range of people that I appeal to emotionally and like spiritually, and it's not always, you know, the same. And then also it's oh damn, girl, that different channel. I just forgot what the fuck we were talking about. And I was literally speaking.
You can get along with pretty much anyone emotionally.
Yeah, and so but then it's also the type of thing where it's like, okay, am I actually like really invested in this person, or do we just like get along well? So that's gotten me in trouble, not as much anymore, because I think I have clear vision with, you know, if I have a really strong connection with somebody. But that used to get me in trouble all the time when I first started dating, when you don't really know what that is, and you're like, oh, like we talk, like, we can hold a conversation, you know.
Yeah, that reminds me of something I saw where it's like people like us who very much are known for our character, having trouble in relationships because it's like, do I like how they treated me or do I like how I was treating them?
Oh fuck.
Like this, like what I gave to them and like the feelings attached to it. And I've been thinking about that a lot because it's like I do romanticize the fuck out of what I do.
Yes, girl, and that's what I'm saying when I was talking about last episode, like bringing flowers or like bringing little gifts to people, like driving hours, because I'm like, this is so romantic, like literally, and I was like, and they'll probably enjoy it, but this is so romantic. I'm in love. That's crazy.
I know.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, that's something I was thinking about. That was like, ooh.
Yeah, I think you think about a person, like I can think about a few friends in my head where I'm like smart, just like so fucking goddamn smart, and you know, and then I'm like, she's also really nice, she's really kind, she's, you know, beautiful, she's great with people, like she's great to people, but it's like the number one thing is like she's just fucking smart, you know. And then but I feel like with us it's like the first thing you think about is like our character, you know, and personality.
That's true.
Which girl I'll take.
But it's crazy though, because at least I do. I still feel left out of like those other characteristics that people don't like associate with me, like being smart, for example. That's one that I feel a little insecure about because it's like I know that I am intellectually and emotionally there.
Yeah.
However, I don't think when people think of me, they're like, "Oh, she's like the smartest person I know," you know, which is something silly to be like. I'm sad that I'm not that.
Well, I know, and I think I would say I don't think I'm as smart as I am clever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes I feel it's like, oh, I wish I was like known a little bit more for being smart, like just generally smart. But I guess at the end of the day, fuck it, I'll take clever.
Yeah. But also, I feel like society kind of made that trauma up from like being in school for so long
Mm-hmm.
and having that define your worth for so long.
Oh, yeah. Like,
but yeah.
Oh, God, the days of like bragging about GPA.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Not once has anyone ever asked me what college I've been to.
Well,
or I went to.
Girl, in high school, the reason I had like a really good GPA was because I made friends with my teachers and I schmoozed them. Not because I was smart, but because I was able to like make a connection with them.
Wow. Well, your teachers were nice. See, mine did the same, but they would give me passing grades, not like good grades.
I had one teacher who would let me out onto he would know I just like needed time to like stimulate myself. And so, not like that.
Go to the bathroom.
But I sat next to the window. And so every once in a while I'd be like, Mr. Shambo, can I go hang out on the roof? And so I'd open the window, like slide it open because there was no screen door because kids had popped it out before and they didn't bother to replace it. So I would just go out onto the roof and I'd hang. I'd like walk around, do a couple laps, and then come back inside. And then I'd be like, hey, I'm going to go to the grocery store. And I want a snack. And he'd be like, okay, just get me a Diet Coke. Wow. And I'd come back to class and give him a Diet Coke. Or like sometimes he would want Sonic. So I would get him Sonic. And no. Yeah.
Can I have the slushy?
No, literally. And I'd walk back in. And there were a few teachers like that where I got away with a lot.
Jason.
Oh, don't worry. I just had to make sure that I wrote down that the word breakfast sandwich is embarrassing because it's been on my mind for months. It cripples me. The word breakfast sandwich is crippling to me. That is that's my Roman Empire. Am I using that right? Is that how?
No.
Oh. What is that?
Roman Empire is something that you think about, like, it haunts you.
Oh, you're right.
No, but like it like defines who you are today. Do you think the word? Do you think you are who you are because you're disrupted by the word breakfast sandwich? If you are, you need help.
Okay, and our last question is: if you were stripped of all your earthly possessions, how would that affect your identity? If you had, like, imagine you were literally in just, you're in jail.
I was thinking about this yesterday before this question was brought up. Because I was talking to a friend about how little access people in jail have, but I feel like I've never been to jail, so if you've been to jail, let me know. But from what I've heard, they give you like a little bit of freedom, not like their terms of freedom.
Yeah, like you can go out in the yard.
Yeah, but
read books.
If I was taken away from everything from society and like I was just put in a setting like jail, I feel like I would still very much make connections through my character and like try to empathize with everyone who was there. I could definitely see myself becoming best friends with like the worst person in there.
Period.
Not like because I wanted to be like them or like I had empathy for what they were doing, but just like
maybe because they have the most background.
Yeah, or like trying to understand like where I was at and like how society works and like why we're all in here, and also just like trying to understand different types of people in a setting where I can, and also survival needs. Like if the worst if my example was if I was in a bedroom with someone who was literally a serial killer and I had to survive, I would get them to like me. And I think I could.
Oh my god. That is my dream, to make my killer laugh. Like literally, they're about to kill me and I'm like, I made you laugh, you can't kill me. Legally you can't kill me because you just giggled.
Yeah. So
oh my god, can you imagine?
I would still make the connections, maybe not the right ones. But
right ones, schmight ones.
I feel like it would be good for me to lose a little bit of things that build my ego.
Yes. Yes.
At least at one point in my life, I don't think I should go to jail at one point in my life, but I feel like I should, just because I feel like I've had nothing and then have everything and then have been comfortable, which is where I'm at now.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I would understand if something like that happened where like I lost a big part of what built my ego.
Yeah.
It would be, I don't know if that's a hot take, but like I think anybody could use that.
Yeah.
To build the next chapter in their lives.
It would be a good growing opportunity for anybody.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, because I think it makes you peel back your ego.
Yeah.
And figure out, instead of relying on your ego for identity, or relying on things that kind of stroke your ego, you have to figure out what.
Yeah. Or things that you take for granted, for example.
Yeah.
Losing that and like realizing its worth. That's, yeah.
Some might call it being thankful. Gratitude.
But yeah, I think it would definitely significantly change who I am, but I would still be able to use some things that it wouldn't completely change who I am as a person, just most of it.
I'm sure I could. I think I could use it too, because I go to things that stroke my ego all the time, and that's been like something like deleting or not using like dating apps as much, because that fucking is a way to stroke your ego sometimes.
Yeah.
To like delete those and to incentivize myself to not use them, and it's made a big difference with my relationship with myself. Because it makes you think about, you're like, okay, I can't rely on this to satiate my need for validation. How do I get that from moi, for myself? I think it would totally change me in a big way. And like if I had to wear the same outfit every day, ooh, yeah, girl, that would...
If I had to wear a uniform?
Yeah, dude, honestly, you know what I'd be doing? I got that uniform, I'd be fucking cropping that shit. The first thing I'd do is crop that shit.
Deep V?
I wear a scarf. No, I think in that situation, like if I was wearing a uniform, I would probably get more tattoos. I would get more like jewelry. I would find a way.
Yeah.
Well, we've severely gone over on time on this episode, but let's finish up with the one thing that is this week that is just like made your life a little bit better. One thing you're really grateful for. One thing that has made a positive impact on your week.
Well, another one would reaching out to family more. I feel like, I think you said reaching out to friends more in the last episode has helped. Family is a big thing for me, and my grandmother, who practically raised me, one of those things where like love her to death. Every time I see her, I'm always thinking of her. I don't make the initiative to reach out to her as much as I should, so I've definitely been thinking about and have been calling her more and calling my dad more and calling people who I don't see very often more. Just to hear them, talk about their day, and just for them to like validate me a little bit on like how much they miss me, which I don't really think about. Usually I think about how much I miss them. So
you're like, oh my god, what? It's a two-way street. What? People actually miss you? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been helping reaching out to the, people that made me.
And people that raised you.
Exactly.
Grandma.
Tita, I love you. Mwah.
Do you think
she was like, you should come over and eat my food.
You're like, okay, let me pop over.
She told me something so funny the other day when I called her. She's like, when you were little, she speaks in Spanish, but like I'll say it in her accent. When you were little, you would always ask me for more meat. She's like, I would give you rice and meat, and then you would eat all the meat and be like, Tita, more meat. I was like, thank you for telling me that.
Dinosa, you are a dinosaur. Oh no, carnivore is what I meant to say.
You mixed two songs
yes.
together.
Yes.
Shout out Kiesha.
Yeah, those are literally two Kesha songs. You were a little carnivore. That's how my niece is.
I am a carnivore.
Dude, where she just goes ham on me. Like that's the first thing that she grabs with her little baby fists. It is just.
I don't know what it is. It's like, ooh. Like, I remember how good meat used to taste as a child. Like, or steak.
Yes, she loves steak.
I would call, in Spanish, steak is carne. Yeah, carne. So, like, I would say, más carne. But, like, she said I would point at chicken.
Más carne?
Well, I would point at chicken, which is pollo, but, like, I'd be like, más carne.
And she goes, no, pollo. Pollo. What's granddaughter in Spanish? We're speed running this outro because the camera keeps dying. And we've already exhausted both batteries. What am I grateful for? A lot of things. But I think another thing I'm grateful for this week is...
me.
Period, actually. I think... Fuck. Something that I don't think it's necessarily I don't know what it is, but I've been able to like let loose this week. Just something I have a really, really hard time doing.
Let loose in what sense?
Like, just relax and let go of the flow. It doesn't always need to be on my time.
Okay.
But on that note, I can see that the battery is totally fucking dead. So thank you for tuning in this week. We'll see you next week with another juicy episode.
Maybe Halloween?
Oh my god.
Maybe Halloween?
Yes, Halloween episode before Alexis' birthday. You can expect to see us in costume. Mm-hmm. But hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Good morning, going to work.
Good night. Love you.
Good night. Yeah.
Appreciate you. Grateful for you.
Grateful for you. Thankful.
For you.
Love you guys.